And on another note, why is it all of a sudden Andrew Tate is getting hit with this right out of nowhere, and he's about to have a fight with Jake Paul, and I don't know, man. I don't know. This seems all kind of fishy to me. I'm just like wondering, yo, what the fuck is going on? You understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit seems all kind of fishy to me. How this shit could just put together like that. And like I was saying about the Roman Catholic Church, all of a sudden a big entity like Andrew Tate becomes a Muslim, and now all of a sudden a country that's the majority Catholic is all of a sudden putting a man in jail. You know what I mean? And you know, with all due respect to everybody involved, like if he didn't hold anybody hostage, he didn't do any of that stuff. There is no reason for him to be held there. It's human trafficking is not. That could, you could get yourself sued. Sex trafficking, man, I hate to admit it, but online fans is not sex trafficking. Sex trafficking would be like a pimp who uses force and fear to keep a woman under, you know, and tell her you can't, all the money you get is mine, and that's how pimps operate most of the time. And if it's not like that, I don't understand how he would have to go to jail for sex trafficking or human trafficking and moving women from place to place without their consent. If they're making adult films, which in my opinion, like I said, I'm not an advocate for pornography. I'm not. But it's not a crime that puts you in jail, or else a bunch of people in Romania would be put in jail already, because there's people who actually sex traffic in Romania, and the Romania police doesn't do shit about it. Now, if we want to put in perspective, you guys want to use a lot of his stuff against him, like the words he says, like if like we're so rich, like this and that, we'll put this on you and that on you. Like, with all due respect to Andrew Tate, that's one of the things like he needs to work on is not being overly presumptuous and in his braggadocious nature. Like, we understand that you got money and you can do that. That should be an unspoken thing between you guys. Like I know that maybe you guys don't do that no more, but this is just my perspective of things. And at the end of the day, it's not an issue where it comes like where he's actually doing pimpology stuff like that, where they mistreat their women sometimes and they keep the majority of the money, and they hold them hostage through fear and all this, like, you know, like, this is my money, like, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things that like let's say, for example, a pimp keeps like 99% of the money, 90% of the money. So if a woman makes $1,000, he gives the woman $100, he keeps 999, keep $1. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, if it was like that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell y'all with that, but all of a sudden the Catholic Church, I feel like the Catholic Church had to get involved somehow, because what else does Pope Francis have but to do but get on his computer and fucking watch stuff on the internet and
Kreisleriana, music by Robert Schumann, performed by pianist Simona Dinnerstein from her album Undersong, one of my top 10 favorite albums, released in 2022. I'm Lara Downs with your evening music from Classical California, and music from Georges Bizet's Carmen is coming up next.
Monday through Friday at 7:15, the Off to School Request. Let us know what you want to hear to start your day.
So it's not like it's a big issue. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, it's just like, the only thing that makes sense is that Pope Francis, George Francis, somehow sits around and has nothing better to do. But with all due respect to Pope Francis who knows who the fuck I am. Like, you know who the fuck I am, Pope Francis, George. You know who I am, George. You send me stuff over the internet. I blocked you because I don't fucking like you, dog. Like, no disrespect to you. Like, so it's like the reason I don't like you is because I feel like there's something going on behind closed doors that you're hiding, that you may be doing, and now you're trying to project. And with all due respect, you know the Vatican has hackers on their team. Let's not sit around here and act like the Vatican does not have hackers on their team. You know the Vatican has hackers on their team. We know that for a fact. We know 100% that the Vatican has hackers on their team. And somehow, some way, I feel like they're sending me stuff. Like, and Pope Francis thinks he's God. He's not God. You're not God, Pope Francis. That church was established by Jesus Christ. Keep that in mind. And there's a lot of people out there pretending to be Jesus Christ. You see, in my sleep, I be going crucified mode in my sleep, and my I feel the pain sometimes in my sleep, and all throughout my body, and I start shaking, and I start becoming like if I was Jesus, where I feel pain. And keep in mind, this is stuff that happened thousands of years ago, and I'm just being honest. This is what I feel. So, Pope Francis, before you fucking go and fiddle your butthole and shit with other nuns and shit, no disrespect to you,
The intermezzo from the opera Carmen by Georges Bizet.
but damn, bruh, you sure trying to take all my ideas and trying to make them yours and try to, and you fucking, I feel like you called Romanian police and you told them that this guy's doing something wrong, this guy's doing that, this guy's doing this, even though they aren't technically doing nothing wrong. Like, you're trying to take my ideas and make them yours, like, and it ain't flying, bruh. Pope Francis is a robot. Motherfucker's synthetic human. That fool ain't even real. He blackmailed his way to the top. He literally blackmailed his way to the top through psychology. But that's neither here nor there. Man, free that man. Y'all got nothing against him. But yeah, I'm out.